Today is about coming together as a team. It's about learning some 4 simple things that we've talked about. These principles, these 4 things work. They're proven. Today we're going to define some things. We're going to define what dedication means, what brotherhood means. We're going to push ourselves further than we ever thought we could go, and we're going to help you do that. That's what we're after here. Coming together and thinking about the guy on the left and the guy on the right before we think about ourselves, to make everybody function at a level that gets you that championship.
DeMatha's library contains collections that reflect my developing interest: utopian literature, Japanese and Asian literature, poetry, philosophy, graphic novels, detective stories, the Western, all sorts of things. Many other faculty members have been fortunate to have an interest and pursue it, and they've been able to enlist the library in supporting their interest. I remember when John Moylan allowed me to develop and teach the first film study class here at DeMatha, 1982, and Zetha and I began establishing the collection of movies, first on VHS. They were so expensive in those days, and now on DVD, and we now number more than 1,000 movies in our collection. It seems appropriate to me that a classroom at DeMatha is named after Buck. He did so much of his best work there. And that the gym is named after Morgan, who did so much of his best work there. And that the administrative center is named after John, who did so much of his best work there. I am profoundly humbled to be in their company in any way at all. And I'm not sure where I've done my best work, but I will say that large parts of my dissertation were actually written in DeMatha's library.
With the second pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Victor Oladipo of Indiana University.
CSNWashington.com.
Oladipo, who graduated in 3 years at Indiana, is considered a high lottery pick in June's NBA draft. Victor told me tonight coming home for him was an honor, and he was humbled, just to say the least.
What has this experience meant to you to come back to DeMatha, a place where you had such great success, for them to honor you and what you were able to accomplish at this great institution?
It's speechless, you know. It's an amazing feeling, you know, to come back to where, you know, to where it all started, you know, where I walked these halls with my teammates and my classmates, and, you know, to have people from St. Jerome's School, you know, the teachers and the faculty come back and support me, and, you know, for them to come back and recognize all the hard work. For one, I would never be here without them. And, you know, for them to hold this event for me is truly special, and I really appreciate it.
People know you as a basketball player, but you have accomplished so much off the floor. Can you just speak to how this place really set the foundation for who you are today?
Oh, it's a college preparatory school. You know, it prepares you for college. And, you know, without this school, I wouldn't have any values or, you know, a work ethic, especially in the school level and in the classroom that I applied to college. And that's the reason why I graduated in 3 years, I believe, you know, because I knew how to work hard in school and on the court. And, you know, I feel like it gave me an advantage. And I went in there and, you know, I took all the attributes that I got from here and I applied it to Indiana. And, Indiana essentially, you know, just tuned it up and made it a little bit better. But this is the foundation. This is where it all started, and I'm truly appreciative of that.
CSNWashington.com.
My shot has been clocked at 111 miles per hour. But still I practice. Looking for more power, more leverage, more force, more speed. Did I say I shoot 111 miles per hour?
A life lesson from a former NBA superstar who made millions but says no job counts more than the one he's doing now. ABC's David Curley.
All right, go across the street. Go across
Few of
the
these
street.
kids know that the crossing guard they're high-fiving in that bright green jacket in a Silver Spring, Maryland crosswalk is an NBA Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, and a millionaire.
Why you want to be a crossing guard? It's not beneath me. You know, I'm a regular guy. I just played basketball. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm a regular guy, and I like working.
58-year-old Adrian Danley, who now uses a whistle,
Danley draws the foul.
Heard plenty of whistles during his 15-year pro career.
Danley.
The Washington, D.C. high school phenom became an All-American at Notre Dame. During his pro days, the 6'5" Danley made north of $1 million a year. As a county crossing guard, less than $15,000 a year. But then for Danley, whose friends will tell you he is frugal and certainly has a net worth well into 7 figures, this is not about the money.
Basically, I did it just to be around the kids.
Danley will try to break an 11-1.
His NBA days as a player and coach have paid off. Look at this. He appears to be playing defense as he fends off cars on the street. And more than once, those long sweeping arms have been lifesavers.
I definitely saved 2 kids' lives.
The job has meaning.
Oh, it definitely has meaning, and I feel like I'm doing something, helping the community, and it's all about the kids.
Danley says for the next 20 years,
I get it tomorrow morning. You got to wait. I can't do it now, okay?
You'll find him in the crosswalk. David Curley, ABC News, Silver Spring, Maryland.
Billy Anderson reaches for the basketball with one hand, and I reach with 2. Thank goodness for DeMatha High School and Morgan Wooten. The fundamentals of teaching me to catch the basketball with 2 hands.
Got to drive to the basket. It's down to 7 seconds. You can see the time. Whitberg. Oh, that's a long ways. They won it. On the dunk. We're in knockout. Rammed it in. A left cut from 35 feet.
It was just 10 years ago that I stood at this same podium and graduated from DeMatha. And it struck me as I sat down to write the speech today that a lot has changed. When I started at DeMatha, John Moylan was principal, Morgan Wooten was head basketball coach, and the late great Buck Offit was still roaming the halls as a teacher. I played under Mike Jones when he was the interim head basketball coach, was a teammate of Elijah Brooks as he played varsity basketball with me, and was a classmate of Andrew Bright. But I sat down and I realized I had a lot of people to thank and a lot of people who stuck around. Great teachers like Rich Macheski and Mary Yarish, Tom Burke and Tom Krasowitz. And I realized if I stood up here and thanked everyone who meant something to me and stayed, that could be the entire speech. So I stopped by DeMatha yesterday, I stopped by this morning, and I just tried to make the rounds. You'll come to appreciate your teachers and how they stay and what it means to be able to come back later.
Look at the numbers for Cecil, and they are impressive.
Yeah, those are silly numbers right there. He's just a middle reliever. Doesn't get a lot of attention.
Bonifacio from shallow right. Gonzalez is out, one down.
But he keeps pitching like that, he's going to get a lot of attention.
Out to second. And Dyer strikes out. Cecil makes quick work of the first two he faces here in the seventh. Stature. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. He strikes out. Jew throws 9 pitches in the inning and retires the side in order.
Never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like that, because I was about to strangle him for his play up until that point.
Goes for Smith, 60-54. Here comes Grant again. Grant over the midcourt strike. Grant, another 3 on the way. Another 3 is down for Jaron Grant.
I don't know if it's the luck of the Irish or just the skill of Jaron Grant.
Second free throw, Chang is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound, Connaughton. Off to Grant. Here comes Grant. Grant spinning over midcourt. Grant behind his back being double teamed. Grant drives the lane, lays it off the glass and in. And he's fouled. The basket comes. And he's fouled. Jaron Grant can go to the line to tie the game.
What he did there was amazing. No, I've never seen anything like that.
At the line, the free throw is good. We are tied at 60.
And just put a team on your back like that, and just get us into overtime. I mean, you kind of know we were going to win.
Oh, it's a great Notre Dame night. It was a really good DeMatha night, too.